Hello GCC. I would like to use this video, though it's very informally done, to address some issues which has been facing some of us when we do our weekly recordings of hymns. Now, firstly, we give thanks, and particularly I'm also very thankful to God that even during this circuit breaker measure, we are still able to serve God with our voices by recording our voices on a weekly basis. And in particular, we give thanks for Sister Melissa, who works very hard to mix our voices together to make sure that we are singing in time and have a good congregational style recording for our live services. Now, this video would address three issues, and I hope that we'll take heed of these three issues so that the quality of our recording and the accuracy of the recording would improve. So these three things are the process flow. I would like the choir to change the way that we record. That will be introduced shortly. The quality of our recording, and then the accuracy of our recording. So now firstly, the process flow. At this time, what has been happening is Melissa would send out the piano files, we listen, we sing to it. However, the biggest issue with this is that not all of us have a keen ear to sing according to the music's tempo and rhythm. Another problem could be that some of us are not familiar with the unique rhythm of some of the hymns. We're very used to a more free and easy way of singing in congregation, and we are not used to the unique rhythms of some of the hymns. So, to overcome this, from now onwards, when Sister Melissa will be sending the piano tracks to select individuals of each circuit breaker group. So I'm going to announce these names. I've spoken to them individually, and the following people are from breaker group 1, Amos and Janice will be recording the music they're singing first. From breaker group 2 will be Sister Sarah and Sister Sarah Lee and myself. And from breaker group 3 we have Brother Quanting and there's Sharon. So these six individuals who I've named will first receive the music files. They would then record on their own their voices, send these voices that they have recorded to Sister Melissa, who would mix the piano and the voice together. And then the other individuals in the breaker group would receive a file with both the voice and the piano mixed, so that when you record your own voice, you have a guiding voice channeled to your ear to help you to learn the rhythm better and to sing accurately. Now, in the recent 3 weeks that we have done this weekly recording, Sister Melissa has spent hours upon hours to align our words accurately. That was the greatest problem. Our rhythm, our timing was not done precisely. While we have aimed for a congregational style recording, the GCC is a select group of congregation members who are supposed to sing very well, and especially in terms of timing. We must get all our words sung precisely. So that must be one key area we have to improve on, and that will be done by improving this process flow of recording. So I hope that this new introduction or this improvement would help you to have better recordings. Now, secondly, we'll go to the quality of recording. This deals more with how you record, the device which you use to record. Now, some of the devices which you have been using are rather inferior in quality. It picks up more of the background noise than your own voice. It could be the distance of the device to your voice or some other issues, and we will be individually contacting you for this because we don't want to lose your recording. Sometimes we would like to increase your recording's volume, but when we do so, we also pick up a lot of white noise at the same time, and the white noise is also increased. So we struggle to balance the voice and the other background noises, and a lot has to do with the device which you're using. So we'll be contacting you personally in the coming days or weeks to help solve this problem. So that is the quality of the recording. Now the third thing that I'd like to deal with in this short video is the accuracy of recording. I briefly talked about that when we talked about the rhythm. So we hope to improve your accuracy of rhythm. Get your timing right. Do not just sing as you would sing in a congregation. We are still choir members. We need to sing precisely. So make sure your voice is in line with the representatives who have been appointed, and make sure you're singing it accurately. You may have to practice for maybe 3-4 times to get the timing right before you do your actual recording. Please do not forget on this point of the accuracy of recording. Please do not forget the 5 fundamentals of singing, which I've been stressing in our previous choir practices, and I hope that you have been putting this to practice even in these virtual recordings. Firstly, your pitch accuracy. Now, I understand that some of us may not be able to reach the high notes, and if you are such an individual, please do not feel left out. Please continue to contribute your voice. When you reach the notes which you are unable to hit naturally, you can in those situations just taper off, be silent, or sing softly. We have addressed that in a previous announcement that was made. But what I'm concerned about pitch is that precision when you sing notes within your vocal range. Some of us are a bit careless. It just takes a bit more mental discipline to keep your notes accurate. You just have to tell yourself, do not just sing holy, 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 but holy, holy, holy. Interval jumps up and down. Be very mindful of all these. You have been trained when we met together previously. Put these skills into practice, please. Do not forget them. Pitch, that's the first fundamental. Secondly is pronunciation. Some of us are not so precise in pronunciation when we do our recordings, and that also hinders us from increasing the volume of your recording, because that recording lacks clear pronunciation. A good recording is that which has good tempo, it's in line with the piano, it has clear pronunciation and good pitching. So make sure your pronunciation is precise. Watch your T's and D's. Be very careful of all these, and the things that we have gone through, put them into practice. We also have the other things of support and breathing and your tone. Now I'm going to elaborate on these last 3 fundamentals together. Some of us are whispering or singing very softly to the device which is recording us, and that affects the general projection of the sound. Even when we increase the volume of the track that you send, it is still lost in the other singing voices that have been mixed together. If you sing with projection, if you sing with a good head/forward head tone, if you sing with support, when we increase your volume in the track, that increased volume or increased track would contribute to that congregational sound. At this point, some of us are singing too softly, too comfortably. It lacks that unique tone which would contribute towards that congregation sound. And then that recording just becomes lost. So if you have been taking note of the congregational sound during our Sunday live broadcasts and on Tuesday prayer meetings, sometimes you would seem to hear only 3 to 4 voices. There could have been 7 to 8 voices in that particular track. However, because that maybe the remaining 4 to 5 voices sang with poor support, with a poor tone, it was not forward and head tone, it was just rather back and was lost. It didn't really contribute to the total sound. So I would urge all of us to keep note of these 5 fundamentals: your pitch, your pronunciation, the support, your breathing, and your tone, so that you have a quality recording. So this all goes towards that accuracy also of your recording. Make sure you're singing in tempo. That is very crucial. So that is all I have to address in this rather technical video. I would like to also say that in the coming weeks and sessions, we would be pulling in some singers from the youth choir, not all of them, just a select handful who will value add to our recordings. Okay, at this point in time, not to discourage anyone, I must say that some of our recordings must improve in terms of the quality and accuracy, and so we will also be contacting you to suggest how you can improve. We do not want to discourage you from singing. Every voice, and I've always stressed this in our choir practices, every voice is crucial in the choir, and we would like all of us to continue serving God. However, where we can improve, we must. And so we'll be contacting some of you in the coming days to suggest how we can improve our recordings to make the quality and the accuracy better. So a last thing that I would like to say before we end this video is also do take note on the environment where you're recording. Some of the recordings have been picking up drafts, that means wind, birds chirping, or some other background noises which shouldn't be picked up in a recording. So be mindful of your setting also. You may have to do another recording the moment there is a bird chirping or someone in the house made a loud sound. So find a quiet corner, find a good time to have this recording done. Okay, so these are some of the technical things which I would like to address. Firstly, we talked about the process flow. So from now onwards, do not record until you receive both a piano and a voice recording sent by which will be sent to you after the representatives have done their recording. Secondly, we talked about the quality of recording. This has to do with the device which you are using. We'll be contacting some of you to improve perhaps the device or just the distance from your device, or we'll give some suggestions. And thirdly, we talked about the accuracy, the most important being the tempo. Get the tempo right. Make sure you're singing in with precision with the voice and the music that you hear. And do not forget the 5 fundamentals of singing, because if you lose them, not only would your singing, your singing skill set be lost, you would not be able to contribute a substantial sound to the final mix, and that is what we want to achieve. We want to achieve a rounded congregational sound. Okay, so we need every individual to contribute. Alright, so this is all I have. Please pray for one another during this time. I would ask that we use the GCC channel not only to announce such choir related messages, but if you have any prayer items that you would like this fellowship to pray for, you are welcome to share your prayer items, or even thanksgiving items, or short testimonies, so that we would stay united, praying for each other during this time. And please also pray for our staff in GBWL and GMC. We thank God for their unwavering support to us. We would never be able to do what we have been doing in the past 2 weeks without their labor of love, in particular Sister Melissa. And we are still waiting in anticipation to see the video montage, which is to come out, I guess, pretty soon. Well, they're all very stretched in recent weeks, and so we'll be patient to wait for it. Well, having said that, I think we can explore using Zoom to have a meeting, a virtual choir practice in the days to come. Look out for the announcements. I hope to have a virtual choir practice, not so much to sing together, that's quite difficult to do online, but to have a short exhortation and also to hear some of your comments and feedback. And also we can have some time to spend in Singspiration to encourage one another. Alright, so that's all I have for us, and I hope that we can all see each other very soon. Keep each other in prayer.